All right, so we're finding exact trig values graphically for sine, cosine, and tangent. Hopefully this looks familiar to you because we have kind of done it before. So the first thing is, let's read the instructions. Given the following unit circle, rotate the green dot to the appropriate angle and then find the exact value of the function. So they tell us sine of 240 degrees. So let me screenshot this so I can point. And let me remind you where the 240 is. So we're going to look for 240 because that's the angle they give us. So on our unit circle, I see it happens right there. So I'm going to be taking this green dot and dragging it until it's that spot on the unit circle. Okay, so I'm going to do that in just a moment. But since we already have my screenshot and we can talk about what sine is, that's what we're going to do. So I want to remind you guys that whenever you look at the coordinates on the unit circle, it's going to be x is the cosine, and then sine is your y. So that's your x, that's your y. And so if we are looking for sine of 240 degrees, then you want to look for the y coordinate at that spot. So over here, I'm looking at the x and the y, then we know sine must be the y, sine must be this one, negative root 3 over 2. Okay, so hopefully that was a little bit of a review, but of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. So do you guys have any questions? Alrighty, interrupt me if you do, but I'm going to go into Delta Math and actually do the thing. Okay, so I'm going to drag this right there and then scroll down. Exact value, it was negative root 3. Make sure you use the right arrow to get out of the square root, then over 2, and submit. Cool. Okay, let me see if I can get you a tangent. Nope. Give up. Next problem. Nope, give up. Next problem. Nope, give up. Next problem. Okay, cool, here's a tangent. So, let me screenshot this. We're going to follow the instructions. Given the following unit circle, rotate green dot to the appropriate angle and then find the exact value of the function. So we have tangent 315. So the angle we are looking for is 315. Now I'm going to go onto the unit circle and I see it right over there. And so I'm going to drag my green dot until it is that spot right there. Okay, and then after I drag it, I want to remind you guys that cosine is your x, sine is your y, and then remember that tangent, I'll just write it here, tangent is equal to sine over cosine, so that means tangent of theta is equal to the y over the x. So we can't just read it out of here this time, we have to kind of do a little calculation. It's a short calculation, but it's still a calculation. Okay, so we're gonna go take a look at the coordinates. Here's the y, here's the x. We're gonna put it all together. So tangent of y, so it's negative root 2 over 2, over the x, which is positive root 2 over 2. Remember that everything on the unit circle is over 2, so we can just cancel out those over 2s. I'm just gonna cancel those out. Essentially, what we just did is multiply the top and bottom by 2, which got rid of the over 2s. That leaves us with negative root 2 over root 2. And then, since they're both root 2s, this will just give us negative 1. So tangent of 315 degrees is negative 1. Do you guys have any questions on this one? Okay, make sure you do interrupt me if you do, but since I don't hear anything right now, I'm going to submit this answer. So let's put it as -1, just so I don't forget. And then let's drag the green dot to the correct location, and then we can submit answer. Okay, and that's it for this section. So let me